it's Laura from How to Get Your Shit Together. Today we are going to be talking about things that we loved and things that scarred us for life.
Whoa, okay.
Stick around for that. Enjoy. Okay, so we have questions then just that we're both going to answer.
Yes.
About our Halloween kind of memories when we were growing up, which I have on my phone that I have conveniently brought with me here. So what was the worst Halloween costume your mother made you wear?
It wasn't so much the worst, but so obviously grew up in rural Ireland. Well, not too rural,
Likewise.
but yeah. So, and I wanted to be a princess, right? So in my mind, I had this vision of like Cinderella, like big princess dress, the tiara, the whole lot.
You haven't changed a bit.
No, oh God, no. I would still choose to be a princess. So anyway, like this is the vision in my mind. I expected to step out as Cinderella. And my mum is incredibly talented. She's not like a dressmaker or seamstress. She's just incredibly talented in that arena.
Crafty.
Exactly. So anyway, I knew that she'd probably like cobble together something, probably not Disney-like, but pretty close. So the dress is coming along and I'm pretty happy. Halloween comes along and the weather is terrible. It's like lashing rain and it's cold.
And you did not foresee this at the end of October in Ireland. But
my mum's like, "Don't worry, Blair, I've got it all in hand." I'm like, "Excellent, Mum, you're on the case." So what my mother's
I made you a pumpkin carriage to drive around in.
My mother's on hand situation was black sacks. Yes. Black sacks. So basically my beautiful Halloween costume turned into like me wearing a black socks and Wellington boots and the dress over it, but all you could feel and hear was the black sack. So you didn't have this like beautiful, elegant, princess.
But in fairness, I think if you grew up in Ireland and you did not wear a black bin liner as a cape or it was not incorporated into your outfit at some point in time, you haven't lived. Do you know? Because No,
I've worn far too many black sacks in my time.
And not just for Halloween.
Paddy's Day. Did your mother ever do that to you? What? Yes. When you go walk in the Paddy's Day parade, black sacks under your sweater. Oh yeah. My mother, I swear to God, she keeps these wheelie bin companies like you and chocolate and Cadbury's.
Okay, did your mother do that? Obviously comment down below because I am intrigued by this now.
Yeah.
This is going to make my mummy sound terrible, but I don't recall my mother ever making a costume for me. That sounds sad.
Well,
maybe she did.
Put it together. Like maybe she didn't physically sew it, but...
No.
Were yours all shop bought? Your mother loved you more.
No, ours weren't even shop bought. I would every year make a witch's hat in school. I mean, you did that too, right?
Oh yeah,
you just roll up the cardboard and then you draw some stars and moons or whatever and you throw glitter on. So you've got your witch's hat. And then it was the black bin liner cape. And that was pretty much it. That was my costume for most years. I made all my costumes myself. That's why I always looked terrible. I am clearly lacking in any sort of imagination, and that still the case today. Yeah, just throw these over my head and I'm good to go. But yeah, that's terrible, isn't it? Right, next question.
I don't know what to say.
Sorry, Mummy. I'm sure this is going to sound terrible now because she probably did make me loads and I just can't remember. But I was very much just the witch's hat and the cape.
But I think when we were growing up, it was like witch or princess. There wasn't
or ghost.
Or pirate maybe for like a guy. There wasn't
buying costumes back then wasn't really
it wasn't a thing. No.
Oh yeah, I occasionally should get a mask.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mommy. Sorry. What's the scariest movie you ever watched?
I don't know. I'm not a scary movie person.
Really?
Yeah,
I am.
They'd affect me for weeks. Yeah. I have watched The Shining.
Yeah, I guess that's scary. I wouldn't consider that scary maybe because...
Really?
Yeah, I watch a lot of horror films. Although...
Really? What's your scariest?
But this is going to make me sound like a total wimp though, so just...
Okay.
I was a teenager. I really loved horror films when I was a teenager. Loved them, used to watch them all of the time.
Yeah.
So, the Blair Witch Project came out. There was obviously big hype around it. Some people loved it, some people hated it. Then it came out on TV and my parents were going out that night, so I thought I will watch it. I would sit and watch it. I've heard so much about it. But It did not dawn on me until after I had watched the film that I had actually never watched a horror film alone.
Oh God.
Up until that point. So I thought, this will be grand. Typical Irish attitude. Sat in the house, again, rural Ireland, so like out in the country, not necessarily in the middle of nowhere, but not exactly a booming metropolis by any means. Switched off the lights, turned on the TV, was scarred for life. Really terrified.
Because I have seen that. I went to see it in the cinema with friends. That was scary.
Yeah, I was terrified. Yeah. I don't know, if I had watched that with other people, it probably would not have affected me nearly as much. Because as I said, I've watched a lot of horror films, but that's the one I watched on my own, and therefore it freaked me out.
No, that was, and actually at the time, because we would have been like young teenagers.
Yeah.
Like
I
that,
remember.
Yeah.
Very young we were.
Very young, yeah.
Although that makes it sound like we're very old now. No. We were reasonably
aged.
Whatever the hell. I can't even remember how old I was.
Because I'm terrified of spiders. Arachnophobia would be you see, because I know that's a fake one, but at the moment they're massive and they are following me around. Yesterday I was getting ready.
Paranoid much?
Well, it's just, do you ever find that, like, and I think it's because of the time of the year, I'm scared of seeing spiders, so I'm seeing them everywhere.
Plus once you see one, then they're like, you're itchy. They're crawling all over you.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was brushing my teeth yesterday, and I look up to the mirror in the bathroom, and there's one crawling up the mirror. I nearly died.
That would freak me out.
Yeah, I nearly died. So I suppose arachnophobia would be a scary, but that's more so because of my fear.
Yeah. Have you seen The Grudge?
No.
That was another one that kind of freaked me out. Not so much the whole film in its entirety, and I won't spoil it, no spoilers, but in the beginning, Sarah Michelle Gellar goes up to the attic, and that scene,
Really?
No, terrifying. Again, there's some people watching this laughing their arses off because they're
really?
thinking that's like child's play, but no,
I've seen, you know, The Ring.
Yes.
I've seen that. Now,
very similar to that.
I found that more jumpy than scary.
Yes, it's jumpy, but it continues on into just plain terrifying. The opening scene of The Grudge, jumpy first and then just like, oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on.
But yeah, the Blair Witch Project.
What's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Yeah, and they're probably not
quite terrifying.
Not quite as wimpy as ours. We've made fools of ourselves.
Oh god.
What's your Halloween trick? I don't have a Halloween trick. I'm so nice. Mine are all treats.
I am, because you know when kids knock at the door and it's like trick or treat.
No, we don't have trick or treaters in our place.
Really?
So sad. Yeah.
Oh no, we've like too many now. Seriously, from about, I would say 5:30 in the day until about 8 o'clock, it is constant.
Oh, that would annoy me.
It's but yeah, literally trick or treat. But you know, they say trick or treat, and I was like, trick. And they sort of look at you blankly as if to say, what? Just give me my sweets.
Trick or treat really doesn't exist. Has anyone ever tricked you?
Yeah.
I'd say, what horrible person would do that?
Isn't it more a case of they're supposed to, like, I don't want to say perform, but like do a little kind of entertainment piece to get
as in they're not just supposed to knock on your door. I did that when I trick-or-treated up until I was 16. Myself and my two friends, we had Halloween sleepovers every year, and they were the crack. They were great fun. But we used to love it. We did it kind of for the enjoyment. So we did it up until we were 16. And I think the last year we did it when we were 16, I don't think we even bothered to dress up. But really at that point we were just kind of like, give us the sweets.
Yeah. I have noticed that with the teenagers actually. And you're sort of almost to the point of, I don't want to give you sweets, but if I don't give you sweets, will my house get egged?
Are you going to egg my house? Yeah,
or 100%. That TPing thing you educated me on recently.
Toilet papering, which I believe is called TPing, but again, because I'm so nice, I would never do that. One year we did go out with the intention of doing that. We took all the toilet paper from my mum's bathroom with the intention of doing it to anyone who didn't answer the door, and in the end we could not go through with it because we were massive cowards. Massive cowards. So guys, we really hoped you enjoyed that video. It was a lot of fun to film. Thanks a million for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye. Yes. I can see a red button. Or a red flashing.
We're chopping all this bit out, right?
No, we're leaving this part as gold. It's YouTube gold.
Bloopers reel. I've never actually done a bloopers reel. Should.
Ow. Sorry. Okay.
Definite bloopers reel.
Yes. We should probably look at the camera like so that there's an easy chopping thing. Okay. I'm sort of like right out of like steam now. Okay.
Get the ball rolling.
Sorry. Okay. So
Yes.
that's actually a great tip.
No, it is.
Provided obviously.
I'm gonna have to get one of those Men in Black things. I'm just like, choo, erased from Blaithin's memory.
Let's go to the fun questions about our experiences with Halloween, past and present now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, we've already asked those. We just get that part there. So I can just edit that part around. Yeah.
Is that going to be like 2 hours of footage there that we're not putting down?
Oh, we're still recording.